What is good, YouTube? Today I am back with another video for y'all boys. As y'all can see from the title of the video, how to start a clothing brand in 2023. So today I'm gonna be covering a lot of things on how to start a clothing brand for y'all and how I even started mine, or just tips and tricks on what can help you start yours this year. Literally, a lot of people have clothing brands this year. You know, you're just gonna have to come out different, pop out different, and show people why you could literally make it, and just why they should copy your pieces, or just simple things like that. A lot of videos I'm gonna be doing this year is gonna be close to my clothing brand or just my lifestyle in general. I'm gonna be uploading a lot more on YouTube, so if y'all wanna hit the subscribe button, notifications button, you already know we coming hard this year. Hey, yeah. we coming with heat this year, you feel me? We finna come with heat this year, but let's get right into the video. I'm not gonna have y'all waiting, so let's get it. How to start a clothing brand in 2023. Let's get right into it. So the first step, obviously, you're gonna want to create your brand name. Remember, do not steal anybody's name. Do not make it too basic. You want to make it eye-appealing in a way, and make it fire, you know? Coming up with this part is probably gonna be a little bit hard, you know, but you'll figure it out, trust me. You could literally take little facts about you or anything that you like, just make sure it's fire in a way and unique. Finding a name you could probably use an AI generator or just little things like that if it's hard for you to create it, but remember, make sure it's different from everybody else's, because a lot of people have a lot of brand names with clothing brands and sometimes it kind of matches up to each other. You don't want that, trust me. You want to make it unique. Remember, it's going to be on almost every piece of your clothing, and just when you market, it's going to be all over the place, so make sure it's fire in general, you know, like, you know what I mean, obviously. Especially with your brand, you want to make sure it's different from a lot of people. A lot of people have the same clothing pieces or certain things like that. Make sure and show people why people should cop your brand in general. Like, you know, like, you want to show a lot of people that type of things, because like I said, everybody's making a clothing brand this year or last year or in the future. You're gonna fight to be different. Make sure that you're on that type of road and focus on that. Do not copy anybody's pieces and be different. Literally, being different is one of the best things you can do for your clothing brand and show people why they should cop. For number two, I'm gonna definitely say find out the type of lifestyle or graphics or little things like that. Find out what your brand is gonna stand on, like when it comes to certain, like your logo, the graphic designs you're gonna do, or just a lifestyle you're gonna base it on. Like for me, for my clothing brand, you know, it's a full zip up. A lot of people love full zip up in street style. I love street style. It's what I dress up as, and it's what I dress up. Like my whole fashion style is based off street style, so I made my clothing brand based off that. Or just in general, like when people like clothes, like, you know, people are just gonna cop in general, you know. I'm not trying to think too hard on that type of thing, but it's basically what it's surrounded around. So find what you should surround your brand around. I promise you, it probably can help a lot more than just making different pieces so far from each other. That's like you can't just drop a zip up and then all of a sudden you're dropping sweater vests out of nowhere. Like, you know, like, you could do it if you want. If you want to be different, go ahead. But, you know, like I say, if you want to stay in that type of like gothic style, stay in it. If you want to stay in the street style, stay in it. If you want to stay in high fashion, you already know little things like that can help you, you know. Also, talking about graphic designs, when it comes to graphic designs, it's pretty hard to find out on how to graphic design or how to start on which piece you should do or little things like that. What I recommend, which a lot of people would recommend, what a lot of clothing brand owners do, they actually have a graphic designer make designs for them with their ideas. They just bring it to life for them, obviously. Or there's a lot of people on Instagram that you can buy like you could buy designs off them and make it in your way, literally. Like, a lot of people do that. Don't be scared to do it, and don't make people think that's a bad thing to do. A lot of people like me, I'm not good with graphic designing or drawing or little things like that. I would just come up with ideas, sketch it out, and just send it off to the person so they can help me out. For my first drop, it wasn't made like that, but for my second drop coming up with like my shirts and things like that, my shirts, like my graphic tees, I had somebody make them for me, and I just gave them what was best for us and how I would want it. Little things like that will help you keep going with your clothing brand. And make sure, obviously, when you have that part going up, let's say you have your drop already, plan ahead for your next designs. You already know. For one thing I messed up on, I didn't do that correctly. I dropped my hoodies not knowing what I was gonna do next. I should have done it in the drop while it was going on, but you learn and you keep going. You're gonna have a lot of mistakes with your clothing brand, but you're just gonna keep going no matter what. You can learn from a lot of people on the internet, or a lot of people like me. Like I said, I'm gonna be going over a lot of things like this for sure. Step 3, definitely have your website ready and create your website. For me, I use Shopify. Shopify is a really good website to start your clothing brand off of, and a lot of people will tell you how to start it up or use Shopify. You can search up videos on TikTok or YouTube. A lot of people will explain that. Me personally, I'm gonna make a separate video outside of this and explain that. But Shopify is not free, but it does come with good deals and it's very cheap to help start your clothing brand, and it does a lot of things for you too to make it easier to have your website good. For your website, I'm gonna say keep it simple, grab and go. Literally, like, you want people to just grab and go. You don't want no crazy website where you gotta transfer me to this place, you know. Just keep it simple and nice. Have a nice design for it, and literally, if you don't know how to set up the Shopify website on the designs you want to have on it, you can literally buy it from people. Like, there's a lot of people on Instagram, like I see on Instagram ads, there's a lot of people where they buy their website and, you know, little things like that. You can find out a lot like that on YouTube. Just search it up. Trust me, it's not hard. For this next step, manufacturing. See, with the manufacturer, it's gonna get a little bit hard, I guess, with this one. For the manufacturer, you want to find the best manufacturer you can, and the manufacturer that understands you and understands the pieces that you want to do, and little things like that. I know there's a couple manufacturers out there that you can find on Alibaba. Alibaba.com, you can actually find a whole bunch of manufacturers on it. I say China and Pakistan is going to be your best friends when it comes to manufacturing. In America, it's really expensive. I'm not gonna say really expensive, but if you have the money for it, go ahead and go do it. I use Pakistan. For me, it's just faster. I think China's, I never worked with anybody from China when it comes to manufacturing, but I worked a lot more with manufacturers from Pakistan. And then obviously, I want to say 2 to 3 manufacturers you want to have on your list that you could work with, because it will be easier just in case one manufacturer is like delaying something or they can't work right now. You know, I know a lot of things that happen like that. For me, I have one set manufacturer right now. I actually have 2 manufacturers that I work with, so trust me on that, it will be a good idea to do. And when you're done with all these steps, here comes to selling and your drop day and all that. There's a lot of things where you could do when it comes to selling your pieces. I say there's 2 ways. You can have pre-mades and pre-order. Pre-order is probably one of the most, it's like a good thing and a bad thing for a pre-order, but it helps you a lot for people that want to start a clothing brand. I promise you, you're probably going to want to do this, but if you want to go with the pre-made is literally just having the stock on you already, like your clothes, and people buy it and you just ship it right away, right when they buy it, like in the same week. Pre-order, you know, you open your website for like 2 weeks or a week, people come in, they buy, and you literally close the website. After that, you tell your manufacturer how much clothes you need and how much people ordered. After that, it comes to you, you ship it off. You know, obviously all of that's gonna take a lot of time and waiting. You're gonna probably have some customers that's gonna be like, yo bro, like, where's the hoodie, where's the shirt, where's the sweatpants, you know, little things like that. You're gonna get a lot of people like that. I had a couple of people like that, but I always stayed intact with my customers. Like on Instagram, I will always tell them what's going on and little things like that. So I will obviously be making a video like that for y'all too. Like I said, I can't put everything in one video, but there's a lot of videos out there like that on YouTube that will explain the pre-order method, or on TikTok. You know, TikTok has a lot of things, of course. I'm gonna say for your last step, marketing. Marketing is something that I'm learning to do till this day. I've done it a lot for my brand because marketing is one of the best things you could do for your clothing brand that could literally save you. Trust me on this. TikTok is really one of the best things you could do. There's a lot of clothing brands on there that do TikTok, probably even Instagram, you know, just any social media platform you can market on. You know, TikTok, you could create videos, showing people your pieces, or like showing people like your next drop or little things like that. TikTok is a really big platform, you know, that you could blow up off. A lot of people have done that before, and it literally gets out there for sure. Literally, my camera died while I was making this. But like I said, when it comes to marketing and stuff like that, it's gonna be your best friend for your clothing brand, I promise you. But I will make a video for that too. Like I said, you can find a lot of marketing skills on TikTok plus YouTube. A lot of things you could do. There's a lot of ways, but I'm just literally telling you on how to the steps to do and everything. But hey man, so that's basically everything that I know and little things like that. If you enjoyed and I helped you understand a lot of things on how to start, or it can help you start, hit that subscribe button, hit that noti button. I'm gonna be creating more videos like this for y'all and little things like that with the clothing brand industry and stuff like that. Your clothing brand is gonna become successful if you stay on the right steps. I promise you, the things I told you, I promise you it's gonna help you a lot. Stay up with it. Trust me, having a clothing brand is a lot, but it's really fun to have. I promise you it's worth it in the end when you really start creating everything and putting your pieces together. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. You know, I'm gonna be coming out with more videos for y'all boys. Hit the subscribe button. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, man. I try my best to explain and cover a lot of things for y'all. So I hope y'all got this, man. If you guys have a whole bunch of questions and I didn't cover anything, I promise you I will be answering them in the comments. I got y'all. I'm gonna be creating more videos for the clothing brand industry for y'all boys, and I want to learn and stuff like that. If you want to stick with me while I'm learning, I just had my first job, like I said, so I'm still learning and doing a lot of things too. But hey man, catch y'all in the next video. Stay safe, man. Let's get it.